Hello, oh, I just thought I'd make a quick video. I am so tired. It is 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. Um, I wanted to share a couple of things. One thing about getting organised. I had, well, long story really, but I'll try and keep it short. Basically, in 1999, myself and my husband, we lived in a rented house, and the landlord wanted her house back. And we had two little children at the time, and they were aged 2 and 1. And so we decided to go with the council. Now, the council is, they basically have so many houses that they give out to people who need a house, basically. You've got to pay rent, obviously, but we decided to go with them because once you have a council house, you can basically stay there indefinitely as long as you pay your rent. So there's no landlords, wanting you out to sell the house and da da da. And we had already moved maybe 2 or 3 times, and we just didn't want to keep moving. So we decided to go to council, but that meant we had to go into a bed and breakfast for 1 week till a house became available. Not 1 week, sorry. Well, some people go in for longer, but we ended up going in for 1 month. Sorry, I meant 1 month. So that's what we did. So I had two children and my husband obviously, and we went into bed and breakfast for 1 month, and it wasn't too bad, and it wasn't like a luxury bed and breakfast that you're going to stay in. It was basically a room, and you shared a kitchen with some other people, and you shared bathrooms, and that was it. And we thought we'll put up with that for 1 month because it meant we have a house for a long term. Anyway, cut a long story short, all our belongings had to go somewhere, so the council gave us two garages to put all our belongings in. Now, after we got our house, we ended up clearing one garage, but we kept one of the garages because we did a lot of car boot sales, and we used to buy lots of stuff from auction and sell it at car boot. So that's how we sort of made money, basically, so that my husband could be at home with the children. He wanted to spend as much time with the children as he could. So that was brilliant. It worked out really well. Anyway, so we worked basically for 2 days of the week, and the rest of the week he had time with the children. And looking back in hindsight now, it's just as well, really, because he's not here anymore. So I'm really glad he had that time with the children while they were young. Anyway, basically we had this garage, and over the years it just got fuller and fuller and fuller. And we moved a few times over the years. Long story, the house we got we didn't like in the end, and a long story, but we moved quite a few times over the years. And we had this garage, and so much stuff got put in the garage, some came out, loads went in, and it just went up like that. And then before my husband got ill in 2006, he had this job, and it was basically collecting ink cartridges for this charity. And he basically put boxes in companies, then he went back and collected their ink cartridges. So he needed to have somewhere to store these boxes, and he had various bags, and he had cartridges, toners, all sorts of things. So he used our garage. Now, this garage wasn't attached to a house or anything, it was just in a block of garages. So we found it useful to keep going, using, having this storage. Obviously we had to pay each week for it. Anyway, cut a very long story short, after he got ill, I never went to this garage for years. It was basically my husband went to it. I knew it was a lot in there, and there was a lot of personal stuff in amongst all the other stuff, but there was basically loads of stuff in this garage. Anyway, I went there after my husband died at the end of 2006. I went in the early 2007 to this garage, and when I opened the door, my jaw, honestly, I just went, and I just closed the door again, because trust me, you could just about see the ceiling. There was so much stuff in this garage. It was basically high up to the ceiling, chock-a-block with stuff. Okay, and you could just open the door, basically, literally just open the door. There was a couple of wardrobes in there. There was tools. You name it, it was in that garage. It was chock-a-block. If there was a space available, my husband would have put something in it, because I was like, and having 4 children to look after, and living away from the garage, I was just like, how am I gonna sort this out? Anyway, I moved recently in October, just gone last year, and I knew I had to clear this garage because I was paying every week for this garage off the council. I was still paying for this garage. So in October 2009, we moved to a place 13 miles away from this garage, and I knew I had to clear this garage, and I didn't know how I was going to do it because I didn't really have many people to help me, except for my sister-in-law and her husband. And anyway, before I moved, they helped me, and we cleared a lot of it. In one day, we cleared loads, chucked out most of it. Some of the personal stuff I brought back and sorted out. Anyway, I hope this isn't too long, but anyway, yesterday, there's a few more bits to sort out down there. And yesterday, I went down with my sister and brother-in-law and did the final sorting. And it's now empty. This garage is empty. Trust me, it's such a relief to finally sort it out. It's completely empty. I can give the keys back to the council. I'm giving them back on next Tuesday, and I won't have to pay anymore. So I'm going to save that money, which will basically pay for my gym membership. So I am really pleased. But you know what was really nice? You know that I'm a widow, and I often wonder what the future holds, and you know, it's sort of just wonder what God has planned for me, and He keeps reminding me, just trust me, just trust me. Anyway, sorting through the garage yesterday, I came across a diary. Now this diary, I picked it up, I recognised it from many years ago, and I picked it up, and I opened it, just opened the diary, and it was from just before me and my husband started dating. Now, I knew my husband for 5 years as friends before we started dating. And the page I opened it on, I opened it up, and the page I opened it on was the day that I handed my life to Jesus fully again, because I'd done it a few times, you know. I did it a few times, handed it over, and then tried to run it myself again. Handed it over to him, and also how God had revealed to me that I'd found Mr. Right in my husband, that he was the right person for me. Without going into the story, the testimony and the story fully, then it doesn't make a lot of sense. But basically, I opened to that page, and when I opened it and I read it, it was like, ding, trust in God, trust Him. So I was like, I've got to trust you, and I will trust you. So it doesn't matter what the future holds, because it's in God's hands. So I just wanted to share that, because I finally sorted this garage out. It's such a lovely feeling. It's a huge weight off my shoulders. Trust me, it's so huge. And it's just lovely to know that, you know, whatever the future holds, it's going to be lovely, because God wants the best for us. And when we try and run our own lives, it just, yeah, right, you know, works out a little bit, but not fully. So when we trust in the Lord, oh wow, what He gives us, the blessings and grace He gives us, it's just, anyway, I just wanted to share that. And I hope you like my flowers. Here, look. That's my cup that my friend got me for my birthday last year. And it says, be still and know that I am God. And I love it. The only problem is it's got a little chip up here. But apart from that, it's got a chip on the other side as well. And I really like it because it's quite a big cup. So you get quite a lot in it. And I've got these lovely flowers. I've got these for myself. They were reduced. I live next to a little mini superstore. Well, tiny superstore. Tesco's it's there. And they reduce their flowers sometimes. And I always get some for myself when they reduce them. But they're beautiful and they smell gorgeous. And I'm going now because this might run over 10 minutes. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. And off to the gym today. Apart from that, I'm going to have a relaxing day because I'm really tired after clearing the garage yesterday. So I'm going to have a layout on the settee in a minute just to chill. Anyway, I thought I'd share that because I'm just really pleased. And I'm going to go. Have a blessed day and take care. And speak to you soon. Okay, bye.